SafeRT has a facial recognition camera and it also uses barcodes in all of our equipment. We verify our patient's ID every day using the facial recognition camera, which is used across the UK and airports already to ensure passenger safety. And we also have barcodes in all of our equipment, and that's to make sure that the equipment is the same every day for treatment and compared to the planning scan. The facial ID aspect of SafeRT avoids physical contact because all we're doing is scanning the patient's face using a camera. So it just means that if a patient has other treatments going on like chemotherapy and their immune system's a bit weakened because of that, it avoids any contact and any risk to them. The focus is always about safety, so the fact that we can take the patient into the room and just scan their facial ID and make sure that we've definitely got the right person for the right plan, that's a big bonus for us. But it also means that when we do take someone into the room, we don't have to get bogged down in a process. We can just get them to stand in front of the camera and continue our chat with them and just make sure that we talk to them about what matters to them with their treatment.
It has saved loads of time, so instead of opening loads of systems to find out what the setup is, we've got it in front of us on the handheld system, and we don't need to check the other system to see if it's correct. We know that it is because SafeRT said it is.
When the patient first arrives in the centre for their CT scan to plan their radiotherapy, we take a photo on the handset, which is just a normal photo that we can look at, and that's just to make sure that when we go into the waiting room, we do call the right person through initially. This patient will need a custom mask made, a bespoke mask for their treatment, and that's just to keep them still. We'll create a personalised QR code for that bit of equipment. During their CT scan appointment, we will enrol their facial ID, just to make sure that when they come back for all of their treatments, we verify that and we make sure we've got the right person in the room. We will also scan all the equipment we're going to be using on the bed for their treatment, and we will verify that every day as well when they come back. Then the patient has their CT scan, it gets sent through to the planning phase, and we're ready for their first treatment.
So SafeRT fits in really well with our overall workflow. We can get the bed set up with all the equipment by using the barcode system to scan in everything.
We'll collect our patient from the waiting room using the SafeRT handset, and we can use the photo that we've taken of them already just to make sure we've definitely got the right person coming through for treatment. Welcome back. How are you doing?
Okay, thank you.
Alright, come on through, please. All the patient needs to do when they come in for their treatment is to have their facial ID scanned with the camera.
We can make sure they're okay, ask any questions that we need to ask them, and then they can just get on the bed ready for their treatment. They don't need to wait for us to set the room up. SafeRT tells us everything that we need to know for that patient before they've even arrived, so it's just really useful to use.
So for us, the SafeRT system is easy to install and easy to learn as well. The focus on patient safety and the fact that we definitely know we've got the right patient in the room and the right equipment on the bed every time is a real benefit to us. And for the patient and our conversation with them can focus on what really matters to them.